Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Earth Ernest here, and and today I'm just gonna say, well, all right. So today we're gonna talk about Crystal Tokyo or Hearst Tokyo or the new heaven on Earth. Now, in Sailor Moon, this comes in two ways. No one's um no one's truly sure exactly when it happens. The years are not actually set. It all has to depend on what take on Sailor Moon that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with the Toei one, or you're dealing with the Viz English work, or if you're dealing with the Deacon and Cloverway work, you know. Now, oh, I really don't know. So just drop it. Don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, so you have Serena Sailor Moon, who becomes young Queen Serenity, and the year is, well, and then you got Darien, Tuxedo Max, who becomes King Darien, or King Endymion. And a lot of folks say, when was the year happen? And, well, no, what I really should talk about, what leads into this, is around Salem, yeah, alright? Now, no one's really sure, doesn't really know when the year is when God and Jesus put all this together. But they had been working on getting them ready to be the king and queen of the earth and the moon for some time. You know? And in one time span, after the fight with the Dark Kingdom, or the Negaverse, but that's a French borrowed word, there isn't any more foes after that. So in that time span, Serena and Darien become the king and queen of the earth. Doesn't say what year. When God and Jesus make it happen. Doesn't say what year the new heaven on earth happens, but that's what they would call it. Um, that's where the big chunk of Sailor Moon R actually plays out from. You know, because the Dark Moon, strikes, and then they gotta send Rini back to get the Rakedom Silverhurst, which at the time she doesn't know that she took one, and she forgets about it until, well, I don't know, sometime later, and goes back not knowing that Serena and Darien are just the past selves of her mother and father, which is young Queen Serenity and King Endymion in the upcoming. Um, so when does it truly happen? No one truly knows, because once again, the only way to know when it happens is taking from what take of Sailor Moon does you happen to watch. If you're watching the Toei written work, or you're watching the Viz English work, you would say that it happens sometime. You would say that um that it happens after between 95 while, because that's where the, yeah, to be earnest, that is exactly, or 97 YL, that is when the Toei and the Viz work actually time span everything from the first Sailor Moon to Sailor Moon Sailor Stars. But if you are dealing with the Deke and Cloverway work, which I stead that all starting from between 95 YL, making R be a between 96 YL, and the rest chunk of R uh playing out, I don't know, in between 97 YL, because there was a time spanning between that, putting Super S or over S and 9 between 98 YL going to 9 between 99 YL, and Sailor Moon Sailor and Sailor Moon Super over playing out between 99 till 20:00. Right there, the time span would make it a 20:01 YL. But since Toei and Deke never worked with Sailor Stars, there is where the timeline would end. And I know a lot of Sailor Moon followers out here have heard about it but never talked about it. So I would span it being in 20:01 YL when God and Jesus name young Queen Serenity and King Endymion or King Darien or young Queen SERENA as the King and Queen of Earth, or New Earth, or the new Heaven on Earth, as it would actually be called. And I know a lot of folks out there can't really get their head around how SERENA is one of those God-touched, one of those God-beloved folks. You know, you read all about them in the holy books. You know, folks that God gave. God was leading them to do this. God was, making them, getting them ready to do this. This was, a lot. That she was one of those. And a lot of folks also wonder if young Queen Serenity and King Endymion, or young Queen SERENA and King Darien, if there's any unlikenesses between them in the upcoming and in the past, then I would say no, because they all pretty much behave the same way. Now, before I end this film, some of you folks are going to say, why did it take a little longer to get this film out? Well, because my reckoner locked up. Well, it actually didn't lock up. It actually froze. There's a big unlikeness between that. So I had to wait. I had to start it up again and then yield for it to go through all of its things so I could get back to making this film. Which, at the end of the day, there isn't any way that you can undo a freeze or a lockup once it happens. There's no all run, forget. So if anyone keeps saying that, there is no tool that does that anymore. So that's it for me. I'm Sailor Earth Ernest, and I hope you like this film. And watch the last film we made yesterday over here, or follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. Hope you like this film. Goodbye. Know what I mean?